It begins again. Are you prepared? Hey guys, before we jump into the Injustice 2 comic series, I want to tell you about the Injustice 2 mobile app streaming event called Bring the Rain. My friends over at WB Games have sponsored me to tell you about this event, what's going to be happening, and then bringing you the highlights from the event because I have the most epic voiceover ever. But honestly, they let me test out this thing ahead of time, and I probably would have done this for free anyway, but please don't tell them that. So to kick this whole thing off, what you need to do is click the link down below to go to the Bring the Rain hub page where you'll find all of your favorite streamers who are participating in this event. This includes Ja Roar, Bruce Lee Rob, Caboose XL, Koopa Troopa, Run JD Run, Nathanius, Ajax, CDN the Third, and Pocket. They'll be picking their favorite heroes and villains and then taking them through the story and challenge ladders, giving you tips and tricks for their favorite heroes and villains. I, for one, am kind of interested to see which ones they pick. I already have my favorites when I got to test out the game, so I'm wondering if they're going to pick any of the same ones. Anyway, once that's complete, I'll then be hosting 2 videos on this channel, giving you the highlights from the event and some of my favorite moves that they got to perform that I haven't seen yet. This event starts on May 9th and goes until May 19th, and you can find more about it at the Bring the Rain hub page with the link down below. But if you pre-register on the game before it goes live on May 11th, you'll get Catwoman for free. So I'm going to give you guys that link also down below, so you can go check out the Bring the Rain event and you can go pre-register for the game. Anyway, let's get on with the show. Superman sits in his cell. It didn't have to be this way. This war, all of the pain, all the lives lost. I think it could have been different if you had just been a friend. Batman stands outside of the cell looking in. I'm not to blame for the blood on your hands, Clark. Superman stands up, hitting the cell. Oh, you sanctimonious ass. I'm supposed to be the alien and you're the one incapable of human response. He sits back down with blood on his knuckles as he's currently depowered. What we could have achieved together, Bruce, but you turned your back on me. Well, you won. The world is yours. I don't want the world, Clark. I want to repair what you tore apart. A world in Batman's vision? That's a truly terrifying thought, and no one is left to tell you the truth. Superman looks back in his cell as he continues. Alfred is gone. All of your Robins gone. Dick, Tim, Jason, Damian. You failed them all. Batman is hurt enough as he turns and walks out. Goodbye, Clark. That's it. Turn your back on me. In the end, you'll seek the ultimate control like you always do, because you're just a scared child trying to stop 2 bullets. He walks down to Harley Quinn sitting there. Ouch. That line about a scared child trying to stop 2 bullets? Cold. And then she offers him a cupcake. I actually had 2 cupcakes. You'll never guess what happened to the other one. You ate one. Truly, you are the world's greatest detective. They walk outside as Bruce admits to Harley that he has his shortcomings. He knows that he'll need help in rebuilding this world. Then as Harley gets on her motorcycle, he looks at her. Harley, it's okay, Bats. I know what you're gonna ask. You've lost so many people close to you. I've been thinking about it for a while, but I won't change my outfit or let me call you your sidekick. Let me make a call and I'll decide if you can call me Robin. She heads over to the Arrow Cave, well, the Quiver. She renamed the former home of Oliver Queen. And then she makes a phone call to the caretaker of her child, the one that she had long ago and sent away. It's her daughter's birthday, and she just wanted to say hi. And that's when the wall explodes next to her. In walks Amanda Waller. Quinzel, I'm Director Waller. Your crimes against... She begins rubbing her ears. What? I said. Yeah, no, it's no good. That was a really big explosion unless your actual voice is a high-pitched whine. Waller turns to leave. Take her, Flag. Harley holds up her hands. Whoa, 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 whoa! And she steps backwards and then takes another step before hopping on her motorcycle. She races off, calling for Batman to help, but a shot is fired, hitting her and dropping her off of her bike. She crashes into the wall and Deadshot reports that he got her. She wakes up and she finds herself strapped to a medical table complaining that her head hurts, and Flag explains that they've attached an explosive to her neck. Waller then continues. Batman may have forgiven you for your crimes, but the government hasn't. Welcome to the Suicide Squad. Elsewhere, in another time and place, another dimension, a young boy tells a man in a funny helmet not to move. In front of him is Dr. Fate. Connor Lansqueen, you were a baby when I brought you here. I need to speak with your parents. And then thunk! A sucker arrow hits his helmet. He lowers his arms and he looks at the ground. Right. He walks into the cabin in the woods and he simply asks Dinah and Oliver to ask their son to please stop shooting him in the head. And Oliver looks at the back of the helmet to see them all together. Good grouping. In his defense, the helmet makes for a shiny target. Dr. Fate removes his helmet. This helmet is not a shiny target. It holds untold power. And Oliver tells his son, enough. Dinah then asks, why is he even here? And he looks at his helmet. I know that I was wrong to bring you to this universe, Dinah, to work against Fate. The helmet grows heavier. Oliver and Dinah both agree that this doesn't look good. Fate holds up his hand with the powers growing within it. Black Canary was supposed to die, and she Sonic screams back at him. Dr. Fate is thrown through the back wall and out onto the grass, where he stops his momentum, telling her no. Arrows begin to fly down in his direction as he breaks them using his spells. So Oliver tells her, "Hey, pretty bird," the black one. Dr. Fate raises into the air telling them to stop, and Oliver fires and it goes through the magical shield into Fate's hand. He floats back down to the ground in pain as Oliver explains, "Haha, magic arrow. Bet that stings." He then walks over, tearing it out of Fate's hand, and Fate once again tells him, "Wait, you misunderstand. I'm not here to hurt you. You said that Dinah was supposed to die. Yes, she was. But then I fought against Fate itself to save her. I'm here with an offer. It's over, Dinah Lance. It's safe to return to your world. Superman is defeated. The Batman won, and now he wants to rebuild. He needs your help, both of you. He needs heroes." Back over with Harley Quinn, she's laughing her butt off as she begins to free herself. Are you stupid? I'm friends with Bats now. The guy wants to call me as Robin. You just crossed the world's greatest detective, and you don't think that he's coming here right now? At that moment, the door to the room slides open with Batman standing there. But this Batman, he looks a little different. His eyes begin to glow red. "I've been monitoring you for some time, and what you've created will be the perfect tool for what we hope to achieve." Waller puts her hands to her hips. "What are you saying?" "I'm saying thank you, Amanda Waller." He then raises two guns and he smiles as he opens fire. With the government guards in the ground smoking from the bullets, Harley looks at him. "Who are you?" "I'm Batman, and all of you work for me now. You're my Suicide Squad." Batman walks over to the iPad that controls the bombs. "Though I'll admit, I won't be needing all of you. Some of you are useless." And as he says that, he looks at Calendar Man. "Oh, come on, man!" Croc sneaks up behind him and Batman presses something on his wrist. The red bat signal on his chest begins to glow and charge, and red lightning begins to flow around him as he quickly dodges the attack of Croc. He then drops an elbow into his nose. "What part of I'm Batman made you think that attacking me was a good idea, you moron? Consider yourself lucky that he thinks of you as unique and he wants you preserved, Killer Croc. If he didn't, you'd be joining the others." Batman then goes to press the button that sets off the bombs as Calendar Man shouts, "Stop! It's March 19th! So, it's my birthday." And Batman presses the button. Multiple heads explode with blood and brain matter flying around. And in the end, Calendar Man still is standing there, covered in the mess that just happened around him. "I'm alive! I'm useful!" "No, you're definitely not," Batman says, pressing the button. "Stupid government technology." Batman tells his squad to get ready for extraction, and they walk outside, dropping all of the guards in their path. The helicopter lands, and Batman hands the iPad to the soldier, and he tells him to give him a second. "I guess we're doing this now. I know you're there. You may as well come out." And in the light of the lightning stands Bruce. "I didn't want us to meet like this. Not yet. I wanted it to be better. More momentous. Take off the cowl. It doesn't belong to you." Batman then charges up with the red lightning again. "You're wrong. It absolutely belongs to me. I think I'll remove yours. You're wasting it anyway." Bruce jumps in to kick him, but he's blocked instantly. Then, with seemingly crazy speeds, he punches Bruce in the stomach before blocking another attack and sweeping his legs out from underneath him. Bruce is on his knees as the Batman looks at him. "Oh look, you're on your knees already. This is pathetic, Mr. Wayne." And he tears off Bruce's cowl and then he punches him across the face. Repeatedly, he hits Bruce insanely hard, telling him, "You're so disappointing." And then he drops the cowl at Bruce's feet. "I'm Batman now. Your reign is over." Bruce woke up the next day in bed with Barbara Gordon looking over him in her Batgirl outfit, and Lucius Fox walks in with a message from the deceased Lex Luthor. He explains that Bruce can't do this alone. He's going to need allies. He'll need heroes, and he'll need people with money. Lex Luthor wants Bruce to make a world that no longer needs Batman, and he wishes that he could help, but he's no longer here. But Bruce sits up, putting on his suit and his cowl. "I need to track down the one who did this." And Lucius tells him to stop. Before he throws his broken body back out there, there's someone else who wanted to talk to him. And that's when Dinah Lance walks into the room. It's good to see you." Dinah runs in for a hug. "Come here, you emotionally stunted freak." Bruce hugs her back, and then Oliver Queen enters. Bruce asks how, but Dinah explains that it's an alternate dimension Ollie. Bruce explains, "This is great. I need people to help save the world. Cost is going to be high." And Oliver goes right on the defensive. "You arrogant bastard. You think only rich people can save the world? Well, let me tell you." And he stops him. "I want you both in the group. You said you needed money. I also need people with ideas and their hearts in the right places. You're a billionaire, Ollie." "Huh? No, I was a billionaire. I lost it all and I live in a cabin in the woods now. It's my only asset." "None of that happened in this dimension. So you can take over your predecessor's life, you and your wife." Ollie once again is confused. "Well, Dinah and I aren't actually married." She takes a knee. "Let's fix that. Will you marry me again for the first time?" Do we have to do this in front of Batman?" He turns to Batman. "Could you do your disappearing thing?" Ollie then turns back to Dinah, and then he looks back again, and Batman's gone. "How does he even do that?" And then he gets down on one knee with her. Dinah Lance, my pretty bird, will you marry me again for the first time? That's when their son walks in disgusted by this and the alarm begins to blare. Barbara shouts out, it's the prison alarm! Reports begin to fly in that they've lost all the power in the prison, and the first question that goes out is, what about Superman's cell? Meanwhile, at that very cell, Clark looks at his hand and he makes a fist. He then hits the cell door so hard that it cracks the glass and makes a hole. And then he looks at his freedom just on the other side. And that concludes the first 4 digital issues of Injustice 2. Now, last time we waited for each of the volumes to end, which was basically almost a 6-month period. Since you guys are not going to leave me alone about Injustice, I'm just gonna go ahead and do these probably every 4 or 5 issues when enough significant stuff has happened that we can give you a significant episode. So that's basically what we're going to be doing. So I already know you guys want this, but please give this video a like to show that you want Injustice 2. I know you do. And you can subscribe to this channel to keep up to date on all of your DC Rebirth, your Marvel Secret Empire, and your Injustice stuff. And you can follow me on Twitter and Instagram at Comicstorian. I'll see you guys next time right here.